All right. So we're going to train tonight on a new page that everyone will need to add to their site, and it's About Us page. It has been discovered that Rory had discussions with Google that one of the reasons why they want us to have an About Us page is to make us more real. Okay, to make us more real. And the About Us page is something we all have to add. Now, like me, I have it on my homepage, Welcome to My Life. That's not good enough. When you guys go to an actual website and you're looking at it for yourself, not one of our PBSs, I mean, they're actual websites too, but someone else's website, and you want to know more about the company, what are you doing? You're looking on the About Us page, right? So we need that. Now, the purpose of an About Us page is, hang on, I'm getting to my point. For us specifically, we want one that shows that we are empowering our community, reflects your leadership. Whether you believe it or not, you are a leader here because you're here. We haven't hit that what is it, the 3% threshold yet. That's the magic number we want to get when we start becoming a household name, right? So we want to reflect your leadership. You're coming into this and you're going for it and you're following the system. And you want to invite others to build this movement with you. Now, I'm going to save you guys on some note taking because I do have a outline that I will share in the chat at the end on creating your About Us page. Okay. What Google is looking for is, they don't want your life story. That's one problem with our kind of About Us. It's real easy to go, I have this many grandkids, I have this many kiddos in school, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I used to be I had this many, I've got this many dogs. You want to keep it more professional, kind of like a storybook resume. Okay. And let me blow this up on my screen here and share my screen so you can see what I'm going to talk about. And I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go through it together. I'm actually going to start at the bottom. There we go. And it's, oh, hang on. Am I getting tossed? I shut off my camera. You're still with me, Dina?
Yes.
All right, cool. So first of all, we want everyone to use this for their slug, permalink, and keyword. Just that. Don't get creative. It needs to be about us. No, there is not going to be any memes, but we all need to stay consistent on this. Okay. Now, when you're coming up with your meta description, I actually asked ChatGPT for a definition or a formula that would make it easier for you guys to create your own meta description. And the three key things is who you are, your core mission or value, and your community focus. Ultimately, proving you're a real person running a legitimate business, not some sketchy operation trying to game the system. I think you all realize now we're not trying to game a system. We have a system, we just follow it. All right. So what all do we need to have in our About Us pages? And I did base my request on not just Chat GPT, but I went to Gemini and I went to Claude. So I used 3 different ones, and they all were saying literally the same thing. They had different words to it in and of their own way, but ultimately they gave us items that need to be included that Google is looking for. And even those of you that have Google AdSense, I strongly encourage you to add it, create this page as well. And I'll show you where it goes in your menus. But the first thing you want to have is real identity. Have your actual name on the page. Okay. Don't hide behind a business name or any pseudonyms. And try and get a real professional headshot photo of yourself. We want people to know we're real people here. We're genuine. That's what attracted me to this community. We actually physically get together. Convey that to those that don't know. Show them that you're real. Put in your physical location. Do not give your street address, just city and state. Just city and state. You may cause people to go, huh, I wonder where that is. Guess what? You can easily write a page about that and put it under your travel category. Now you've got a new internal link going from your about page to a new page. You're creating depth inside of Google, inside of your page to get Google AdSense approval. I don't believe I put my phone number, but I believe I know I put my email. I'll show you guys my page in a minute. But have a contact form acceptable as backup. We've all got that. If you have PBS Vortex, you have a contact form. It's that widget that appears on the right-hand side of your website on every single page. It's not anything you have to add in. It's when you buy the PBS Vortex that it gets programmed to be on your site already. State your site purpose and authority. Okay, I'll go down into that in a minute, but have a clear explanation of what your site covers. We are informing people about different products and services. We are a community of information, right? Information overload in some cases. And you want to say why you're qualified to write about these topics. Health and wellness. Well, not everybody's a registered doctor or nurse or was in the healthcare industry, but you maybe have been concerned about your health, and so you're learning more about it. Use that to your advantage. Just why you feel you're qualified. And you know what? You can ask Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini. By the way, they've all improved vastly in just the last couple weeks. But tell them, hey, I'm looking to figure out how I'm qualified for this. This is my knowledge on this information. And it's going to give you some ideas to write about. Do not use the words, use it identical word for word, but it's going to give you better idea on how to expand, especially for those of you who like to keep things short and sweet. You need to expand a little bit. And then how long you've been running the site. Guess what? Those of you that are brand new, hey, share your excitement that you may have just started your journey here with us, but you've been wanting to, your own time freedom. Have fun with this page, guys. This is about you, your business. Now, your revenue transparency. We have to have a clear statement about monetization methods. Guess what? Our affiliate disclosures covers both monetization methods And this site contains affiliate links, so we don't need to really worry about that too much. We have a full page dedicated to affiliate disclosures. You can actually brush on it, put a little paragraph in there, and oh, gee, another internal link to your affiliate disclosure page. Show them where the information is. And then if you have any sponsored content policies, well, other than Google AdSense, nothing, we don't get paid to write about anything. So we don't really need to worry about number 5 a whole lot because of what Rory's already given us. I hope that's making sense. All right. And then the final thing, content responsibility. Create a brief statement about the accuracy of your content. Where are you getting your content from? Have disclaimers for sensitive topics. Like for health and wellness, do not, you need to put in there that you are not, and I'll show you on mine that I've done it on mine. You are not giving medical advice. You are not giving financial advice. You are not giving legal advice. You don't want to make any of those kind of claims. But again, I'm going to share this entire document with you guys. You're going to get a view of it. You can make your own copy. Yeah, don't use professional advice language. Even those of you that have a master's degree or higher in a specific subject, please do not make any of those claims. You can state it in your why you're qualified to write about the topics, but don't use it that you recommend everybody do this. Okay, for whatever it is that you're an expert in. Keep it real, keep it simple. Don't talk high technical terms. Keep it readable for an 8th grader. That's all pages, actually. Keep it readable for an 8th grader. And then it gave me some red flags to avoid. Don't use we when it's just you. Okay, unless you're with you, if you and your spouse are working on one singular website, and this is where Niall and Dina have it kind of nice, is they can actually say we. And you know what? They can do a link to, because I think they both each have their own PBS yet. You guys can link it back, and thank you, Dina. You guys can link it back and forth. Do not, no real names or locations, just the city and state. Use your real name. Don't put your full name out there. And, if you've got a safety situation, just put your first name. I don't want anyone putting themselves in a safety, getting outside of a safety zone. Avoid, we don't have to worry about missing affiliate disclosures. Everyone gets that on their site. It's the very first page you touch when you came in here. Again, don't over promise any results. Don't go and say, oh, if you take a brain a day, you're going to lose 80 pounds in a week. Don't over promise. And then the generic template language. If it sounds too generic, you're going to lose readers, and you're not bringing any new content. That's why I'm wanting you guys to create your own and not copy Rory's and make it your own, because you guys are not Rory. This is about you. And if you guys use Rory's pages, they're still going to sound kind of like Rory wrote them. And I want you guys to really start, if I can learn to write and modify my pages to be my own, I'm not a creative writer. I love my spreadsheets and numbers, but anyone else can write. You just got to get into practice. And trust me, we all look at our first pages and croak on them after we've been here for a while, and we go back and rewrite them. So I'm going to show you my About Us page. Now, we all know that you have to have the words about us in the title. You also need to have the word, the keyword about us in the first 10% of the paragraph. And that took me a little bit to get out, an understanding on, because it's really about me. So I went, okay, well, about us, about me. And I elaborated and painted a picture of where I live, a brief picture. Most people are going to go, oh, Lower Rio Grande Valley. Wonder where that is. Must be near Houston, because that's South Texas. No, we're 5 hours. But this is kind of how, I did it. I do not have a medical degree, but I'm big on health, not getting skinny, not necessarily losing weight, just being healthy because of my experience of what my mom went through. And if there's a way to prevent Lou Gehrig's disease, I'm going to work for it. And then the wealth piece. That took me a little bit to write, to actually put it in words here on this page, because more than likely some of my family and friends that we've not ever told will now see it. Oh, well, we're over it. Look where I am now. I've got my own story. You guys have your own stories. I talked briefly about how I got here. Again, going on my my expertise, but briefly. I'm not going into a long story about it. I'm not telling everyone that I wasn't allowed to go touch a soldering rod in soldering iron. They didn't trust me near any of the wires, but on the production floor, I stayed at my desk. I did my spreadsheets. But then I got to do what I do now. And I have a lot of links. Here's my external link. I linked it to the book. I'm helping market the book, but it gives me an external link. Helps me meet rank math. I've got it going to 4 key areas on my site. I'm dragging them through my site. I want them to stick around and read more. Here's my transparency and contact. I'm still struggling with my page isn't completely done. I don't know what I want to change this heading to. But I'm leaving it transparency and contact because right now no other words are coming to my brain. But I literally have nothing to hide. Life is much easier when you don't. But I'm disclosing that I earn affiliate commissions on some of the products. That's how you want to say it, affiliate commissions. Because we do. We earn commissions from Savings Highway Global. We earn commissions from Bella Vita. We're going to earn commissions from PBS Vortex and everything attached to that. It's all affiliate. And then I link it to my affiliate disclosures page. And then I end it, and I put in my Facebook and my TikTok because I ran out of time. And but they can click on here, they can email me, and they can click on my social media sites. I'm going to probably put LinkedIn in there, and probably Instagram. And then on this little ending statement, I put the online community widget link in there. So if they choose not to fill the little widget that appears on the right-hand side of our page, I can get them to click here and fill it out there. Add your pictures where they are relevant. When you're adding pictures to any page, you need to make sure the picture itself is relevant to the page you're writing about. Yeah, so that is, I mean, it's not a hard page, but yet it can be a difficult one to write because we need to market ourselves. You know, we have to market ourselves. We've been focusing on marketing all these other pages. Now we got to market ourselves. Some of us have a hard time patting ourselves on the back for our accomplishments. Others don't, and that's great on them. But some of us do because we're almost afraid of the criticism that someone may think we're better than them, and they'll accuse us of that, right? So if this seems like it's going to take you a little bit of time to figure out how to write about it, that's not a bad thing. It didn't come easy to me. And yeah, if you're trying to view my site, I'm on an experiment with Google AdSense, and you do have to watch a short video to view my site. I haven't figured out how to get rid of it. But we really want to focus on the community. But Google, because we are a blog page, when I did my research, Google wants us not only to, brag about the community here, guys, because no one else has a community like ours. No one. But put yourself in there too, so that you create the curiosity for them to actually click on some of your other pages that you do internal links on. So with that, let's see. I don't even, no one else is getting ownership. You will not be granted access to edit. Just saying. So let me, come on, chat, bring up. Comps. Go. And so for those of you that were here on time and are still here hanging with me, oh, look at you all. You're going to overwhelm the system. Now, when you're coming in, you can either bookmark this page, or you can click on File, Make a Copy, and put it into your own My Drive. Don't put a copy on my own drive, on my personal drive. Put it on your personal My Drive. What do you think, Dina?
Simple, simple, simple. I love it. I like all the different ideas that you gave us.
Yeah, it's the way, I mean, the research that I did on this, it was definitely interesting. I think I actually copied what Claude gave me. And you know what? I'll just show you guys since we've got time. Might as well show you guys what we've all been seeing Chat GPT, right? Let me show you how I did my research on Claude. So let me, oh, sorry. Must be a bunny outside. Acting as a Google AdSense reviewer or approver of websites, applying for Google AdSense, what topics should I include on an About Us page on my blog website, forum81.com? Please ask me questions to better assist you in completing this task. That's what kicked off my research. And I'm going to do one thing here.